Our message is very simple. If you come illegally into the United States, you're going to jail, or you're going back to where you came from, or perhaps even further than that. You know what that means?
What if your country qualifies for the biggest World Cup in history, but your passport doesn't? In 2026, the United States will help host the largest tournament football has ever seen, 48 teams, 3 countries, billions watching. But behind the celebrations, a political storm is brewing. The 2026 FIFA World Cup, co-hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico, will be the largest ever. More teams, more matches, more money. FIFA projects millions of international visitors will flood North America. But here's the controversy. Not everyone may be allowed through the gate. Under immigration policies expanded during the presidency of Donald Trump, and still debated in American politics, certain countries have faced stricter visa scrutiny and travel limitations. While athletes and official delegations typically receive special exemptions for global events, ordinary supporters must apply through the standard visa process. Critics argue that historically high visa refusal rates for some African countries could limit fan attendance. The United States has one of the strictest non-immigrant visa screening systems in the world. Approval is never guaranteed. African fans aren't just spectators. They are culture, they are sound, they are color. From Senegalese supporters cleaning stadiums at the 2018 World Cup, to Morocco's historic semi-final run in 2022. Africa has reshaped global football culture. If visa hurdles prevent thousands from traveling, the atmosphere changes. The World Cup loses part of its heartbeat. Supporters of strict visa enforcement argue this is about national security and compliance. The United States reports concerns about visa overstays from certain regions. Governments have the right to control their borders, especially during mega events expecting millions of visitors. But critics ask, should a global sporting event override normal restrictions? Or should football adapt to national law? This is where football collides with politics. Here's another angle: money. The World Cup is expected to generate billions in economic impact. International fans book hotels, flights, restaurants. Restricting travel from certain regions could reduce tourism revenue and create diplomatic tension. But others say, demand will still exceed supply. If African fans don't come, others will. As of February 2026, the Trump administration's expanded travel restrictions significantly impact fans from numerous African countries planning to attend the 2026 FIFA World Cup. While players and official staff are generally exempt, thousands of supporters from affected nations face severe barriers or outright bans on entering the United States for the tournament. Restrictions are categorized into full bans and partial entry limitations based on national security concerns and visa overstay rates. Full entry ban: citizens of these countries are generally barred from obtaining any non-immigrant visas, including B1, B2 tourist visas needed for the World Cup. Chad, Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, South Sudan, and Sierra Leone. Partial restrictions and high scrutiny: fans from these nations face partial restrictions, which often involve heightened vetting or the requirement of a refundable visa bond, ranging from $5,000 to $15,000, to ensure departure after the tournament. Senegal and Ivory Coast, both of which have qualified for the tournament, are specifically highlighted as having fans at high risk of exclusion due to these rules. Many qualified teams, particularly Senegal and Ivory Coast, may play with significantly fewer traveling supporters in US stadiums. Fans from these nations can still attend matches hosted in Canada and Mexico, which do not have the same blanket restrictions. Imagine saving for 4 years. Selling merchandise. Working overtime. Your team qualifies. You buy the jersey, the match ticket, then the email comes. Visa denied. No appeal in time. No second chance. For millions, this isn't politics. It's personal. FIFA traditionally negotiates government cooperation agreements with host nations to ensure teams, officials, and commercial partners can enter freely. But there is no universal guarantee for every fan worldwide. Hosting rights don't automatically override immigration law. Should FIFA demand visa relaxation for supporters? Or is that beyond sports authority? The 2026 World Cup could be the most inclusive tournament in history, or the most politically complicated. Will it be remembered for the goals scored? Or the fans who couldn't enter the stadium? When the world gathers for football, who truly gets a seat?